struggling with prop firms? Let's go. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be going over, why your losses are more important than your wins. Now, the reason I am able to make these, successful trades, I didn't actually take this, but I had an idea that market would tank, and I was actually on a call to one of my students, and this absolutely tanked, and it was a nice 1 to 11. Just to be transparent, I never caught this trade. This was a trade I did catch. This was a nice 1 to 5. This was a morning trade, 2 morning trades. This was a 1 to 3, 3.5, and this was another 1 to 3.5. And this was obviously NFP, but got out well before then. Didn't want any part of that. So let me just move this to the side. Okay. So first of all, you gotta know where you are going wrong. Only then you'll be able to go, head towards the right direction. And the simple reason is, it's like, okay, if I zoom out, by the way, if you've been following my channel for a while, guys, I like to just focus on break and retest, key levels, support resistance levels, whatever you want to call it. A super simple strategy. And now also I've also changed my candles to, bullish candles to green, bearish candles to red. It's recently just started to grow on me again. Back in the day, there was a reason why I changed this, and the simple reason was, emotions. You want to try everything you possibly can just to remove them, right? In our life, what do we normally, when we visualize, when we think of green, we think of like, nature. Green is normally good to go, safety. It's normally like, even when you're at traffic lights, right? Green means go, red means stop. Red always gives you the idea of danger. Normally think about it, like horror movies. It's normally red is normally a color that symbolizes that you're not safe, symbolizes don't do this, stay away from this, stay clear. So and these just add up to emotions. So that was the reason why I just changed the colors. But now, over the years, emotions, I'm much better in controlling them. Still obviously human, sometimes they can get the better of you, but now I'm recently just like, want to get the colors back. Okay, so once marked up these key levels, and just to be clear, if I just actually show you in the one-to-one mentorship, this was the actual trade here. 1 to 11. Again, you can see the bullish and bullish candles in blue, bearish in black. But here, as you can see, like I mentioned, I didn't take this trade. This was on Friday. These trades I did take. 2 trades taken, 3.5 RR each, and this is the MetaTrade MT5 platform. So I do show that I actually did take those trades. So I'm not just saying this. Even this 1.35 RR, and this is another trade I took. So this is on Euro USD 7.5 pips, using in simple 2.5, I think 2 pip stop loss or 2.5, and aiming for those 10 pips, which is a 1 to 4, 1 to 5 almost. So yeah, so full transparency. By the way, I just want to give a shout out to someone as well. All the other students, just giving huge props to this one student, huge props to her. And this is the mentorship side. And huge props to Nova as well, who's one of my students. He just passed one of his accounts. He's almost 300k funded. He's absolutely killing it. So he's with the 5%ers. He just opened an account and he just passed his. If you are interested in joining into a one-to-one mentorship from myself, link will be in the video description. I do ask 1-2 questions, and then that's when I decide if I'm willing to work. If we can work together. But overall, hell of a really good community, and I mean, it's one where you can drop pretty much any question and you'll get someone answering it only within a few minutes. So if I had to focus on this now, let's get straight to the take a deep dive straight into the topic. Okay, so you got to know where your losses are, right? If I even show you this, I can see this is my back tested data collected over the years. This is more than 500 days and 500 trades as well. Just more than 2.5 years of collected data. One blue line to blue line is 1 week. one red line to the other red line is 1 month. So you can see how much data I've already collected, right? I mean, even if I just show you, this is if I take this step further, knowing here, example, on average, I know I get 4 losses on average. Now this is back tested data. I want to make that clear. I don't want anyone thinking, you know, oh yeah, this is, I'm actually catching these blues like 5-6 winners in a row. Back tested data shows, it just gives you an idea, and having data is super important. You do not bet on a horse, you know, without having data on it first. Data is what makes us. Even example, how can I say this? This is data. I'll give you an example. If 100 people, right, try to jump, there's a broken bridge. Let's just say they want to jump from one cliff to another, right? I don't know, you know, however you know, look at it. Get one from one side of the mountain to the other side. There's a broken bridge, right? Data tells us that out of those 100 people, 99 were unsuccessful. One made it, but 99 were unsuccessful, right? Do you think you should make that jump just because that one made it? No. If that is the win rate, right, you can use as so we know the win rate of that you know, method to jump across is only 1%. So that is data though, data in everything in our daily life. You know, you might have a recipe, you might be, you know, let's just say you made trying out a recipe and it's unsuccessful, again, 80% of the time. When you get together on a Christmas dinner, family dinner, whatever you want to call it, are you gonna make that same dinner, like start, you know, try out that same recipe again for a big gathering? Most likely you're not gonna do that. Why? Because data shows you were unsuccessful majority of the time. So, you know, this is why backtesting is super important. I take every step, you know, like I even put on Excel. I do my journaling on Excel as well. Everything, right? This goes all the way to if you've been watching my content, you know exactly what I've been talking about. If you're students in the mentorship program 1-to-1, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is 554 trades. I stopped doing it from here just because I knew my strategy would work. And then, you know, from there, I've just been applying it ever since. I've recently moved to GU. Why? Because the GU is absolutely insane. I mean, here again, this was price was just providing 1 to 6s, 1 to 7s, 1 to 6s. Another, let's see what this one was. Like I need to change the color of this because that's why you can't see properly, but I just do that. But this is how it normally looks, with white background, and obviously when it's showing it's going into profit, that's white as well. That's why you can't see it properly, but you can see though, right? This is data, and if I keep zooming out, right, if I just keep zooming out, this is for GU. Again, collected my data, and this goes on for, you know, I think about more than 200 trades. So what that tells me, right, data is telling me, right, and this is why it should be, you know, when you have a strategy that's not, it's going against you, everything you think, it's not working, you should be happy, guys. At the end of the day, even though you're losing, you're still winning. Why? Because you're only winning if you're collecting data. If you're just taking losses and you don't know, you know, you're not collecting data and you just, you know, blowing money, then you're losing, you know, without a doubt. Here, example, on Friday, 2 losses, right? Data tells me, one moment, I've taken 2 losses. Now data tells me, and my students who are in the one-to-one mentorship, they know exactly what I'm talking about, what I'm about to say here. When I get a certain amount of losses, or the way I lose gives me a very strong indication that consolidation is about to start. You and my students, and we have this conversation on group calls as well, you know, how many strategies give you an idea that consolidation is about to start? You know, not many at all. And they've all agreed, and I've got more than about 40 students now, something like that. They've never seen a strategy like this. The way I've refined the break and retest strategy made it super simple, guys. You do not have to be related to Albert Einstein to, you know, to figure out this. Super simple. This was a nice 1 to 3.5. This was a nice 1 to 3.5 as well, but let me just sort this out. It was actually 3.5, and then 2 losses, right? Got another trade, but then NFP was about to call. One of my students just reminded me that, hey bro, the news is around the corner, 2 minutes away. And then I just got out quickly. So he props to him, and then, you know, got out with I think about 1 to 1.5 RR. News came in, continued trading. had my reasons. Normally there was some, these bullish candles even after news gave me an indication of it's safe to continue trading, and then caught this nice 1 to 5, right? Then from there, unfortunately didn't take part of this. But why? Okay, another reason why would I take a trade, continue trading even after news has come out? Because my data shows if the candles are formed in a certain way, once news gets released, these red folder news gets released, please continue trading. It's safe to do so. If certain candles are formed, leave trading for the day or leave trading for a few hours. It's like a tsunami, right? Imagine you want to go fishing, right? And it's a calm ocean, right? Calm seas, the seas are calm, then it's safe to do so. But if there's, in some countries, I think it's Japan, when those sirens go off because it's a tsunami alert, right? Are you gonna go fishing then while that's going off? No. So just like that, the indications, there's certain things that have to be in place, and only then I'll take the trade, continue trading. If I feel like the waves have not calmed down yet, the tsunami still at its peak, I'm done. I'll be either done for the day, or I will stop trading for a few hours and then continue. So I mean, here again, a break here, we'll wait for some kind of a rejection or whatever. But it's not the exact same strategy what I'm showing you. I want to make that very clear. And the students and the mentorship group that I do group calls with as well, they know exactly what I'm talking about. My entry method is totally unique as well. This was, I mean, if you held on to this, right, this would have gone to a nice 1 to 15 and a half, almost 1 to 16. Quite insane. But imagine if you're the prop firm guys, how simple it is. Like this, you'll pass phase 1 there, of course, but you'll destroy phase 1 and phase 2 here. I mean, the win rate is insane as well. I've found this certain refining method as well, which I use on a much smaller time frame. It gives you an early indication if a trade might go against you, or has a higher probability chance it will just continue going in that direction. Again, market can do whatever it wants, right? It doesn't care what I think. I mean, look at this, guys. This was a 1 to 6, 1 to 6. This is a 1 to 3. Another. This is, I think, the next day. 1 to 5. This is a 1 to 5. 1 to 3. 1 to 4. And only like 2 free losses. And even if I give the market the benefit of the doubt, 4 losses, I'll add them there. 5 losses. Let's just give the market the benefit and chuck them in. But why do I get all this confidence from? Why? Like, again, coming down to data. I know on average. Why do I aim for a 1 to 4? I know because my data shows on average, whenever price goes in from my entry model, from my entry setup, once price goes, it will move on average a certain amount of pips to give me a fixed 1 to 4 or a 1 to 5, right? That gives me the confidence to hold the trade. If, example, a trade is in drawdown, right, and it's lurking around in drawdown for about a few minutes, I know, cut the trade early, right? End it, because it shouldn't be that. Data tells me that the best trades, they turn profitable instantly. The worst trades, the bad trades, they're going to draw down straight away or hit my stop loss straight away. Now I'll give you an example what I mean. Look at this winner here. Let me just change these colors as I go along. Okay, look at these colors here. Excuse me. Okay, 1 to 7, right? It doesn't go in any drawdown, right? This one doesn't go in any drawdown. This one, now this is on a much smaller time frame. That's why it's showing it getting wicked out, because this is naturally on the time frame that I'm showing here. Goes, if I just okay, what I'll do, but like I just said, I'll give the market the benefit of the doubt. The market has a loss. Okay, let's go on this one again. This is on a smaller time frame, that's why it's showing this as a but really on a small time frame. I'm actually going to TP. Let me think of a few other more. Okay, this one here hardly any drawdown, was 0 actually. This one 0 drawdown. This one a little bit drawdown, but then you can get that with some of the trades. Now look at my losses. Look at the losses. Goes straight away, hits my stop loss. Look at that, straight away. Never goes into profitability, never goes into break even. Well, that at this point it does, but never really goes further than that. Either break even or drawdown, straight away stop loss. Look at this, guys. Straight away, 0 drawdown, straight away into profitability. My winners. Look at this, zero drawdown, straight away into profitability. Zero drawdown, straight away into profitability. Now, this is only a few trades, right? Again, look, zero drawdown, some little drawdown, but what have you seen there? Just from them trades alone, majority of my trades going to zero drawdown, or a tiny bit, a little bit, right? My bad trades going to draw down straight away just from that data alone. What can I do? How can I use that information? Whenever my trade goes into a little bit drawdown straight away, once it's even at halfway point, end the trade. Why am I holding on to it, right? Because majority of my trades turn profitable instantly. You know, I can just cut it just gives me the opportunity to cut my losses half, cut them even more short. Now, but of course, right, sometimes it goes into drawdown, then if it goes into TP, it's a bit of a low blow, but it's part of the game, right? But the trades that go into profitability straight away, just hold on to them, right? Because it's an extra confluence that, okay, this has a high chance to turn profitable. It gives you a clear indication who's in control, buyers or sellers. Now, what else can I do? How else can I use this data information to my advantage? The trades that go straight away into profitability, all I can do, guys, as soon as I enter the trade, move my stop loss to half straight away, instantly. And I've been doing in the past, right? What does that do? How powerful is this? Imagine I'm risking 1% on this trade, right? I'm aiming for a typical 1 to 4. Let's just say I'm risking for the average 1 to 5. So what happens is I enter the trade, straight away move my stop loss to half. If I lose the trade, I lose, let's just say I'm risking, I don't know, let's keep it simple, $100 to make $500. I've just moved my stop loss to half because data tells me, information tells that, you know, majority of your trades, the winners, they go into hardly any zero drawdown. Move my stop loss to half. If I lose, I only lose 50. If I win 500. That no longer now is a 1 to 5 risk to reward strategy. It is a 1 to 10 risk to reward strategy. That's how powerful it is. So whenever I lose half. But because remember, originally I'm still leveraging that $100. How powerful is that? So really, whenever I take my trades now, yes, I understand some people are going to be like, yeah, but you're going to lose more. Well, not really. My data, again, that's what confidence comes from, data, right? Nothing else. You do when you first start trading. If I start, let's just say back testing, or you know, paper trading, whatever you want to call it. You know, you don't start paper trading just for the fun of it. You still only start paper trading once you've got your data. Everything, your data is your foundation, hands down. When do you start live trading, right? First, step 1, collecting data. Step 2, paper trading. Step 3, live trading, right? But live trading, it would not have been possible if you do not have the first steps in place. You know, always have your data first. What's your win rate? You know, everything is revolved around your data. Super important. Now, example, another example, I'll give you another example, simple, right? How can I say this, right? Even students, for example, right? If they say to me and say, yo, hey, you know, you've been watching my, you guys, like just like yourself, you've been watching my videos, like you see my intros, right? The start of my certificates, that is data, right? What data does that give you guys? That this guy knows what he's talking about. We should listen to him. He knows what he's, you know, if he's now that's only some of the certificates. I didn't want to make my intro too long. I've got tons of those certificates, right? Now, of course, I did post a few certificates, and now I'm a very private individual, so I don't post my larger payouts, but I did post a few payouts, the tiny ones, about 5-6 of them, in the free Discord community side in front of 940 members, whatever it was, just to show guys, you know. And then with the small tiny accounts that I was just passing and just live, you know, put them on YouTube, and you can see them, me passing 50k accounts, 100k accounts, trading on 200k accounts, 10k accounts. And why do I mostly trade on 10k accounts for you guys? Because I like to keep things realistic. If I just start trading on a 200k account, you know, it's not relatable. You know, how many of you guys are just gonna start trading on a 200k account? If you guys get used to watching me constantly trading these 100k 200k accounts, you know, naturally, if you get, when you know, it's gonna deflate you. You're gonna feel you're not gonna feel motivated, right? You're gonna be like, we can't do that though, right? But if I start on a 10k account, max like 50k account, it's more relatable. You can be like, yo, you know, that's an account I can afford. I can afford losing. So I'd rather do that on a 10k account. And when I pass these accounts in 1-2 days, 1-2 trades even sometimes, it just shows that I'm not the smartest guy in the world, guys, but it just shows the simplicity of this strategy and how I refined and grown my edge over the years. and it just made everything super simple. Other traders coming in the mentorship group, guys, one-to-one, where they've, you know, have experience, but they've never really even traded the break and retest. They've come from ICT, SMC, and fair, you know, all that trendline strategies and all that kind of stuff. But they've all agreed that they've never seen anything more simple than this, you know, because it actually is simple. That's what it is, because we're working with things that actually, you know, how can I say this? That it's like, imagine you trading like supply and demand, right? Or these made up concepts like, you know, SMC and, well, ICT and, you know, all that kind of stuff. We are trading things that even the institutional level traders, they trade, right? We focus on key levels, break and retest. We are focusing on, it's pattern recognition, isn't it? Right, at the end of the day, it's pattern recognition, right? We stick to a certain pattern, take the trade. After that is game of probabilities. You can have your best A+ setups, even that can lose. You can have two same candles, right? Long wick rejections, exactly identical, exactly same. Let's just say they're both bullish candles. They both got long wicks at the bottom, super strong candles, both of them. But one could still be different. It's like having two twins, but, you know, they're gonna have, from the inside, you know, they're not the same. From the outside, they might look exactly the same. From the inside, they would be totally, like, you know, they'd be different. And that's facts. Either their DNA or fingerprints, however you want to look at it. From the outside, they are different. From the outside, they are same. Sorry. From the inside, they are different. That's how this is. The candlesticks are, and that's facts. But again, you rely on your data. You rely on your, you know, you gotta have confidence. You gotta have a winning mindset, winning attitude. At the same time, you gotta be super humble, knowing that we're at the mercy of the markets. But yeah, collect your data. You know, I hope you found value from this video. Take care, and leave a like and comment and share, subscribe, everything, guys. If you're interested in joining the one-to-one link mentorship from myself, link will be in the video description. Take care, and I'm out.